तो इंडिया नहीं कर पा रहे actually. दो मैच चलते, they're not able to chase the target, they're not able to do anything. It's been a very one-sided affair actually, to be very frank. The way Sri Lanka, I think, बहुत जबरदस्त क्रिकेट खेले. होम एडवांटेज बोल सकते हैं आप, पिच ऐसी बनाए यार, everybody फायदा लेते घर में खेलने के कंडीशन. That's not an excuse, I think. And Rohit Sharma was very vocal about it. कि भाई the way Sri Lanka played, they dominated every department of the game, and India didn't play up to the mark. Lots of failures, lots of call outs, and it's time to criticize, right? So I mean, it's been 3 ODIs now that, I mean, first वाला tie हो गया, second वाला आप हार गए, third वाला भी हार गए. Now I think थोड़ा you can, I mean, say कि चलो still you want to put it from a very close level, you can say कि भाई नहीं, first है गौतम गंभीर का, रोहित शर्मा का, समझने का. But player wise, they have to be better players of spin. Like India is known for having good players of spin, and that really lacked in the whole series.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, आज का तो worst performance था पूरा series का. You got almost whitewashed against Sri Lanka, the team where you were saying कि भाई यहाँ पे क्यों टोर कर रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा challenge करो, दूसरा country से खेलो, ऑस्ट्रेलिया से खेलो, साउथ अफ्रीका से खेलो, इन लोग से क्यों खेल रहे. You got absolutely smashed on conditions and against a team which played much better in all three departments. आप आज भी देख लो, आज तो इतना convincing मारे. ये टीम जो है, रोहित शर्मा आउट, मैच खत्म, ऐसा हो रहा है. लाइक आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड. अभी मेरे को मैसेज करके पूछे व्हाट इज हैपनिंग आफ्टर Rohit Sharma is getting out. I don't have an answer to it. It is poor batting, poor application. Against spin. जहाँ पे आप like test हो रहे on a tough pitch, instead of applying yourselves there and trying to overcome the challenge, just succumbing to the pressure and giving away your wicket with the ball again not good enough. I would also say. पूरे departments they need to improve, and yet it's been a shocking performance. ये 3 मैचेस आप किसी पे आप पिन पॉइंट नहीं कर सकते. अब आधे लोग बोलते हैं ऋषभ पंत की गलती है, फिर आप फैज ताहिर का ग्रुप है जो केएल राहुल पे चढ़ जाते हैं. लाइक एवरीबडी हैज देयर ग्रुप्स, बट लाइक जो भी ट्राई करे सब फेल करे. पंत भी फेल हुआ, राहुल भी फेल हुआ, इन्हें भी फेल हुआ, एवरीबडी हैज फेल्ड. So as a collective unit, nobody stepped up to the plate, and I'll include the bowlers in this as well. I mean, yes, you can batsmen को ज्यादा criticize कर सकते हैं. I have nothing against that, but the overall it's been a poor performance, man. इससे better तो होना चाहिए, especially in this the series was on the line. यहाँ पे ठीक है, you're coming from a World Cup win. You've done fantastically well in T20s. But you've had enough time to recover from that, and at least today I was expecting a better performance. पहले 2 match close matches थे, it could have gone either way. Okay, fine, it was understandable, but यहाँ पे फिर आप टॉस पे भी ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते. आई नो दैट विनिंग द टॉस बैटिंग फर्स्ट एडवांटेज, बट यू कैन नॉट यूज दैट एज एन एक्सक्यूज. इफ यू द इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम, यू नीड टू प्ले इन these tough conditions and try to come out. So yeah, it's been very disappointing. Overall, I've been heartbroken this in the last 2 days. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. मैं आपको सही बताऊं, मेरे को समझ में आ रहा मैं क्या करूं. हॉकी इतना एक्साइट, बैडमिंटन इतना पंप था, दिल टूट गया. हॉकी इतना पंप था, दिल टूट गया. मैं बोला छोड़ो, रेसलिंग तो गारंटी मेडल है, वो भी चले गए हाथ से. फिर उसके बाद 200 चल, में समझ में आ रहा मैं क्या करूं. ना मैं पैदा हुआ इंडिया में, ना मैं पास इंडियन पासपोर्ट है, मगर आई एम डिप्रेस्ड ब्रो. आई एम जस्ट अ फैन ऑफ द कंट्री एंड द टीम, एंड आई एम जस्ट डिप्रेस्ड इन द लास्ट 2-3 days. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, देखो भाई, it's been a very bad couple of days for India, but you look to cricket and you say कि भाई India is like light years ahead of everybody, the subcontinent. एंड श्रीलंका जिस तरीके से खेलने वाली है, जिस तरीके से उनका टर्मोइल उनका खुद का चल रहा है, स्टफ लाइक दैट, आप एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे कि भाई इंडिया अच्छा खेले. रोहित शर्मा के अलावा बोल रहे, रोहित शर्मा भी लाइक न्यू बॉल खेले, देन द मिनट इट लाइक चलो ठीक है, द सेकंड गेम ही प्लेड एग्रेसिव, बट दिस वन अगेन, चलो ही स्टिल बाउंड टू मेक मिस्टेक्स एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. बट विराट कोहली इज डेफिनेटली स्ट्रगलिंग, मुस्तफा, अगेंस्ट वेलागे. यू सी हिम 3 times picked him up, man. It's not कि भाई one time fluke है. विराट definitely थोड़े बहुत हिले हुए दिख रहे हैं. देखो, I'm not taking anything away from the caliber विराट कोहली भाई. Like he's one of my favorite players, or probably my favorite player. But the fact of the matter is, you have to go spade to spade and say कि भाई बंदे.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. You have to be critical there. Look, I think Virat Kohli, we all love him. He's a great player and everything. But आज के ये series में his performance was not up there. Yes, he was the man of the match in the T20 World Cup, and we praised him so much, and rightly so. But you have to call a spade a spade. If you see his performances in this series, I completely agree with you. It's not been up to the mark. अगर आप देखो against spin, he's been susceptible. Back foot पे एकदम से trap हो जा रहा उन्हें. And yeah, I completely agree. I don't think there's anything wrong you said in that. Virat Kohli is there, and even the.
So hey, after Rohit Sharma, I think if you want to call it, probably Akshar Patel or like a Washington Sundar. These guys are much better than a Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul was like, चलो ठीक है, still playing like slow and stuff like that. But इतना ज्यादा निखर के आए बनस, but आज Washington सुंदर आके दो तीन छक्के मारा, and then he was like going in this aggressive momentum. But
हाँ
batsman,
नहीं,
do you think like we have good quality players to spin, or do you think this pitch was particularly tough to play on today?
no, I think we lack in quality players or spinners. You see, Rohit Sharma has been comfortable on these pitches. The rest have been a problem. They've struggled against spin, and this has been a problem long time. और विराट कोहली आज का दिन नहीं है जहाँ he's getting out to spinners. आप आईपीएल में भी देख लो, आप इंग्लैंड सीरीज उठा लो जहाँ पे आदिल रशीद उसको तंग कर रहा था इन द लिमिटेड ओवर्स. इंग्लैंड में मोइन अली मेरे को याद है तंग कर रहा था. तो इट्स बिन अ प्रॉब्लम प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट स्पिन. And yeah, it's Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill, vice captain है भाई टीम के. He also needs to take responsibility. आप उसके performances नहीं आ रहे. I'm looking at all the individuals. I'm not just pinpointing one. I think Shubman Gill is also included in this. Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer. आज ऋषभ पंत भी क्या शॉट खेला मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया. I'm a huge ऋषभ पंत fan, but that was very disappointing the way he played. आपको मौका मिल रहा. केएल राहुल जो, if you honestly ask me, didn't really deserve to be dropped, but it was coming. Everyone was saying पंत को खिलाओ, पंत को खिलाओ. एंड आप उसको, आपको मौका मिला, फिर आप ऐसा शॉट खेलते हैं, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया. फिर आप खुद स्टंपिंग वंपिंग वो लेवल पे नहीं थे. ठीक है, ही इज कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम एन injury. I understand also Rishabh Pant, but overall as a collective, they all failed against the spin in these conditions.
नहीं बिल्कुल, एंड इट डिडंट लुक लाइक ब्रेव क्रिकेट के बारे में बात करें रोहित शर्मा इस साइड का, वी डिडंट प्ले पॉजिटिव क्रिकेट. ऑन द अदर हैंड यू आर लुकिंग एट श्रीलंका हु लॉस्ट अ टी20 सीरीज इन द वे दे हैव कम बैक. निसांका, कुशाल मेंडिस, इनकी जो बैटिंग लाइनअप रह चुकी है, दे आई मीन चलो आप बोल सकते हो भाई उन्होंने बैटिंग कर लिए, मे बी दे साइड ऑफ द पिच अंडर लाइट्स मोर. All I agree to it, but the fact is that this is Indian cricket. This is not like any mediocre team. आपके पास talented players है, supposedly the best players in the world. So you have to step up according to that. And exactly Rohit Sharma, I think this is why I love him as a captain. के उन्हें straight to the point बोला boss हम लोग अच्छा cricket नहीं खेले. We were the weaker team. I agree to that. We have to play a brave cricket, aggressive cricket. Game ये टुक से कुछ फायदा हो रहा नहीं है. And you see Riyan Parag, the way he came out, Mustafa, I think I really like that he came out. मानना, he went with an aggressive intent, same with Washington. But उतना ही आप देखो आपके श्रेयस अय्यर जो supposedly best player of India है यार, attacker against India, sorry against spin, he was struggling. And then you had Shivam Dube who just completely missed the line of the ball. उसका तो समझ नहीं आया मेरे को ने कैसा मिस कर दिया बॉल को. So these
Yeah.
guys having a big problem. And now coming to the left and right experiment, I mean you do understand how much against these in this pitches जहाँ turn हो रहा है, you want the left-hander to sort of give you a you know partnership building opportunity. But do you really see that very important in these pitches? Or right ज्यादा ही कर दिए left right बोल के, इतने 5 left-hander 4 left.
Aj though is pretty normal. Like I don't think it's too much of an issue. Like that batting order I see it right now, that should be chasing 245. Like in that particular order. अगर आप देखें, Pant at 4, Iyer at 5, Akshar at 6. But yeah, I think it's good, man. You have an advantage. The problem I have is also in team selection. आप 8 बैट्समैन खिला दे और आप 240 नहीं चेस करें तो आप. My question to Gautam Gambhir and Rohit Sharma is, why aren't you going, if you're talking about aggressive mindset, why aren't you going with that extra bowler and make sure that they don't reach this score? Right? आप क्या है, आप extra batsman लेके, that's a defensive approach, right? Like you're stacking your batting so that you can chase any score. मगर वो तो हो रहा नहीं. आप 240 तक पहुंच रहे ही नहीं 3 मैचेस से. तो अगर आपको अगर अटैकिंग क्रिकेट खेलना है तो फिर आप एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर के साथ क्यों नहीं, आप रवि बिश्नोई को क्यों नहीं खिलाए, आप एक्स्ट्रा, आप शिवम दुबे पराग दोनों को क्यों खिला, एक को खिलाओ पराग को खिलाओ, आप शिवम दुबे को क्यों खिला रहे हो वहां पे. दैट इज माय क्वेश्चन. व्हाई इफ यू गोइंग फॉर द अटैक, then finish off the game under 200, and then if your batting order is not chasing that, you can't do anything about it. But make
9 batsmen है.
9 बैट्समैन क्या जरूरत है. आप 40 रन ऐसे ही दे दे रहे, राइट. अब रयान पराग बोल्ड रियली वेल टुडे, ओके, but he's still a part-time bowler. He will runs. He did, right? And his last couple of overs, उसको उन्हें sweeps मार रहा था over fine leg. अगर आप देखें वो, he was leaking a few runs here and there. It's not his fault, but if Ravi Bishnoi was there, for example, plus Ryan Parag, you would be restricting, you would be getting more wickets, and you would have cut the innings by 40 runs easily. And that's what I'm saying. In the last 3 games, I don't understand why they're going with an extra batsman. That's where Gautam Gambhir should be questioned also, and Rohit Sharma की भाई team selection में अगर आप aggressive खेलना चाहते तो फिर aggressive extra bowler खिलाओ, आप वो risk लो, gamble लो, because it's not just about batting this game. It's about bowling also. If you're going to stack all your batting, you're thinking that 240 is actually a 300 on this pitch. we've gotten to know that, right? It's a 300 on this pitch. So then, what do you do? You saw पहला गेम आप ट्राई करे नहीं हुआ अच्छे. सेकंड गेम आप ये देखो कि बॉलिंग कैसा इंप्रूव कर रहे हैं. आप बॉलिंग पे नजर ही नहीं डाल रहे, आप खाली बैटिंग पे डाल रहे. आप लेफ्ट राइट करते जा रहे हैं और बैटिंग पे इतना फोकस कर रहे हैं. बॉलिंग पे भी तो उतना फोकस डालो. आप एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर खिलाओ. आप देखो आप 40 रन कट करो. रोहित शर्मा खुद चेस कर लेता पूरा अकेले. मैं शायद ज्यादा बोल रहा हूँ, बट दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक इफ यू वांट टू प्ले अग्रेसिव, प्ले दैट एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर एंड मेक श्योर दैट दे डोंट स्कोर दोस रन. 240 तक पहुंचना नहीं स्कोर.
आई मीन देखो, इवन विथ लाइक एक्स्ट्रा जो भी है, यू स्टिल हैव शिवम दुबे का, मेरे को समझ में रिसेंटली डाला उसको ज्यादा 4 ओवर्स पे रोक दिए उसको. आई मीन he didn't get around 4 over 9 runs. He was still bowling at a decent thing. So like you had bowling options as well. It's just players didn't, mere hisab se didn't come through. If you look at it, like you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bowlers. That's like actually enough as well. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 spinners in that. So, matlab conditions wise, chalo theek hai. I think we're still stacked, but it's just the lackluster in batting. But yes, the last
Faiz,
tail. If you look at Kusal Mendes again, 23 runs over there. This is what's been hampering us since quite some time.
exactly.
Runs मार
आप सिराज के फिगर्स चेक करो. 9 ओवर 78 रन, इकोनॉमी 8.66. आपका प्रीमियर फास्ट बॉलर. दैट मींस यू आर शॉर्ट इन bowling. You're not being able to, and if you're expecting Shivam Dube to cover Siraj, it's not going to happen. You need a extra bowler there, whether it's a Bishnoi or whatever. I think I would have played Bishnoi, but even if you play Arshdeep or Khalil, whatever, you need an extra bowler there to cover and go for the attack and pick up the wickets. Your bowling has let you down as much as your batting. Batting has been very disappointing. I'm not arguing that. वो तो सामने दिख रहा है हमारे को. मगर आप bowling भी देखो. Bowling सिराज की इकोनॉमी रेट देखो. आई मीन यस, डूबी बोल्ड वेल टुडे, बट द रेस्ट आप जो बोले डेथ ओवर्स में जहां पे आपको रन्स बचाना, विकेट्स लेना है, आप नहीं ले रहे. लाइक आज भी यू केम बैक वेल थ्रू पराग, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट यू लेट इट स्लिप इन द लास्ट 2 3 ओवर्स. सो even that last over, Siraj bowling full tosses, I didn't. I expect more from him. So, like, yeah, I think I'm disappointed with the bowling and the batting both, and overall it's been a poor series for India and a good wake up call because हम लोग सब बोल रहे थे ये क्यों जा रहे हैं श्रीलंका, क्यों जा रहे हैं, इजी है वीजी है. उन लोग ऑलमोस्ट व्हाइट वॉश कर दिया आपको.
नहीं, आई मीन लॉट ऑफ पीपल विल से कि भाई ये जो पिचेस है कहीं और नहीं मिलेंगे आपको. लाइक श्रीलंका में इतनी टर्निंग विकेट्स, मतलब आई थिंक कहीं भी आपको टर्न, आप थोड़ा बहुत यू हैव अ बिट ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग के स्पिन कितना खेल सकती है आपकी टीम, उतना तो दिख रहा नहीं जिस हिसाब से जा रहे. रोहित शर्मा मे बी लुक्स इन कमांड राइट नाउ, बट शुभमन गिल लुक्स लाइक ही स्ट्रगल. विराट कोहली अगेन वी सीइंग हिम स्ट्रगल. श्रेयस अय्यर, अच्छा श्रेयस अय्यर की पोजीशनिंग का बोला मेरे को. लाइक यू सी हिम, ही number 4, but he's coming again way down the order. So do you think
Four
like
five, but he should still be playing better, man. 4 5, whatever he like. I understand through shuffling Horia, it can cause problems. I agree with that, but he can still perform better. He's a very good player of spin. I expect him to score more runs. Again, I'm not just blaming him. Even Virat Kohli, everyone is involved in this. But आप जो बोले, अगर hybrid model में अगर श्रीलंका में रख दिया आप चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी, फिर क्या करेंगे?
एग्जैक्टली वही तो है ना. लाइक आप बोल रहे हो कि
हाँ.
ये कंडीशन सिर्फ श्रीलंका में नहीं भाई, इंडिया में भी जब आप रैंक टर्नर्स डालोगे, बॉर्डर गावस्कर जब भी आएगा या कोई भी टीम इंडिया को आएगी,
नहीं, अगर चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी कोलंबो में है तो जैसा एशिया कप था.
एग्जैक्टली आपके जो मैचेस वहां पे रहेंगे तो फिर क्या पब्लिक को. अब देखो, इट्स नॉट लाइक हर टीम नहीं देख ना, हर टीम देख रहा होगा यहाँ पे. एवरी टीम दैट परफॉर्मिंग 50 ओवर में चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी रन दो या डब्ल्यू एनी फॉर्मेट में, दे प्रॉब्ली गोइंग टू हैव अ लुक एट भाई इंडिया के प्लेयर स्ट्रगल करते हैं स्पिन के अगेंस्ट, एंड दैट्स
या बिल्कुल बिल्कुल टारगेट करेंगे आप.
have to be smart कि भाई हम लोग क्या प्रदर्शन दे रहे हैं, क्या डिस्प्ले कर रहे हैं. That's why रोहित शर्मा also again saying ब्रेव क्रिकेट नहीं खेली, कुछ इंटेंट नहीं दिखा, आए डर के सहम के खेल रहे हैं, आप डिफेंसिव अप्रोच में जा रहे हैं. I mean there are certain runs that you could take, certain gaps that you could find as a normal batsman, which India really like put themselves in the shell in all the 3 games, I think. And like you can see Washington Sundar today, he came and chalo, I'm saying he low down the pace, but he still managed to get 2 sixes, 2 boundaries, and he was looking more confident. Kuldeep Yadav came out and played the reverse sweep. Like he's also experimenting what he saw in the first inning from Sri Lanka. Like they were also giving good batting, so they saw कि भाई opportunity तो है, and जो भी हमारे को समझ में आ रहा है उस हिसाब से खेल रहे हैं. But yeah, it's not been the greatest thing. Velelage Mustafad, man of the series, bhai, ye putta zabardast hai. Like Dunit Velelage, we saw him before also, giving India today also 3 wickets, 4 wickets, 5 wickets. And then last match, he's been like man of the match. So yeah, overall, Dunit Ulutuli Jobi Velelage. Yeah, your thoughts on it?
I mean, I saw him in under 19 World Cup on TV, and then I saw him live in last time in the Asia Cup. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी मिला था मैं उससे. इज अ वेरी कंपोज्ड गाय, वेरी मच्योर, इज वेरी यंग. आई थिंक 18 19 साल, 19 20 साल का, अभी अंडर 19 खेला था 2 3 साल पहले. Probably 20 21 years old. Very mature head on his shoulders and relaxed, calm, composed, extremely talented both bat and ball. And what I liked is कि उन्हें tough situations में run निकाल रहा. अगर आप देखो like in this series when Sri Lanka were losing wickets and they needed those extra 40 50 runs, he was there. He was building partnerships. जो running between the wickets उसके थे, उन्हें fit तो है बंदा, मगर skill भी है, and he knows how to handle the pressure against a good quality side with the ball as well. Maybe he didn't have the craziest of series, but he's a very good bowler too. We've seen that, and in these conditions, he is a handful. Well, Lage. So I think it's good for Sri Lanka, man. I just want to shift it for 30 seconds on Sri Lanka. हम लोग इतना बोलते हैं कि बेकार टीम हो गई, ये हो गई, संगाकारा को लेके आओ, जावेद को लेके आओ, but they've beaten India 2-0, man. That's a very very good achievement. It's a strong India side, full squad है. इसमें कोई excuses नहीं है. खाली बुमराह एक प्लेयर पे मैं नहीं, I'm not going to give that as an excuse. There's only one player not playing. Otherwise, the whole team is playing, and Sri Lanka have toppled this team. And that's great for cricket. It's great for their cricket as well. I just hope that they remain consistent and translate this into away success. How can they build a team where they can do better in foreign conditions, and how can they be consistent? It is difficult because of the politics and all that. Sorry. Yeah.
Note the players that they're missing. Hasaranga, Patirana.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So many, like 6 or 7 जो उनके standard starters है, मधुशंका, ये लोग खेल रहे नहीं.
मधुशंकर हाँ नहीं खेल रही नहीं. और एंड आप ऐसा जीत रहे अगेंस्ट इंडिया, ठीक है आप होम पे खेल रहे, मगर विद ऑल दिस प्लेयर्स मिसिंग इट्स अ वेरी टफ आस्क बिकॉज़ इंडिया वी नो
2023 Asia Cup India वहीं जीती. So like India knows these conditions as well. Premadasa is like
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. That's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say that India know these conditions very well, and they should do better. That I agree, but I'm just saying Sri Lanka still, with all that, it's a tough ask against India, and this is the same Sri Lanka who has beaten India also in 2022 Asia Cup. They won the Asia Cup over there. So let's not. That's the great thing, right? Now, if you look at Sri Lankan cricket, आप कितने सब 20 साल से तो देख रहे श्रीलंका को. You probably think this is the worst Sri Lanka that you've ever seen, but they're still winning.
yeah.
Right? Like, and I have the same opinion as you that this is a weak Sri Lankan side, but they're still winning. They're winning trophies. They're winning Asia Cup. Yes, they're not on that level where they were winning T20 World Cups and they were, always in semi-finals with Sangakkara, Chamindavas, Murli Taran, Jarvadine, Jayasuriya. They're not on that level. I agree, but imagine उन लोग का quality of cricket इतना गिर गया, but they're still winning. That means the talent is there. They just need to keep backing those players, and they need to get rid of these political issues that they have. And ये जो injuries है उस पे भी काम करना पड़ेगा उन लोगों को. Board problems. They need to solve that and become more consistent. But the talent is there, because if you're still winning series like these against India, that means there is a lot of talent, and I think they played exceptional cricket. I'm very happy for them and the crowd, because अगर आप देखो पिछले 2 मैच में फुल था स्टेडियम. वनडेज में उतना नहीं देख रहे हम लोग आजकल, लाइक फुल कैपेसिटी, लेकिन फुल था स्टेडियम. और they're very passionate, and Sri Lanka is a proper cricketing nation. You go to Colombo, these guys, they always talk about cricket, whether it's the tuk-tuk driver or the hotel manager or anyone, like, corporates, they all love their cricket in Sri Lanka as much as they do in India. There's a proper cricketing culture there. If you go and see in the parks and the nets, academies, everyone is playing cricket over there. So I'm happy that this is a good series win for them, and they can build from here.
Yeah, now India have what, 1 month and 8
Chutti.
19 September को Bangladesh की वापसी है. So they have a lot of time to think. See, you can be the most critical like we are being. It's not like हम लोग नहीं बोल रहे, but again, this is tour with Gautam Gambhir, with Ryan Tenduskar, with Abhishek Nair. We'll give them that bit of edge. But why it's more annoying is that half the players से ज़्यादा, or almost all the players have been here just a few months ago, and they have like the quality of cricket that India usually show ये time पे होते हैं. जो आप बोलते कि भाई spin तो हम जबरदस्त खेलते हैं, it clearly shows that you're having a big problem with spin, and that's what my problem. Like, at least if you have an issue, you call out the issue. ये मत बोलो कि नहीं है.
Yeah, and the good thing is, look, you are actually talking about the individuals, right? Which is good. What people do is, agar India जीती तो they would have credited, they credit Gambhir the whole thing. If they lose, they'll blame Gambhir the whole thing. It's not only Gambhir's fault; it's everyone included. Gambhir is at fault also. He's also responsible for this loss. Magar it just shows कि he's not like KKR में बोल रहे थे कि Gambhir is genius. ऐसा है नहीं. You need your team to respond as well, and as a coach, you also need to. You will also make mistakes. He did make mistakes in team selection. I'm sure he was involved in it in discussion with Rohit Sharma. and he did make mistakes over there. So he is human being, and this is what he has to learn. Him, the coaching staff, and the captain, the players have to take more responsibility on these tours, and don't take these tours lightly, because you will always be challenged when you're playing away from home.
Yeah, Sheikh Wahid is there. He says hi. Alan Z says hi. Ibrahim Bhai says very disappointing batting from India today. Need to find a way to exactly that's what it is. If you see Nisanka and Mendes' partnership, they rotated the strike brilliantly. They played the sweep shot very well. They found gaps. They were taking risks at time. They were positive in their approach, and they weren't. कहीं भी ऐसा डर नहीं रहा सॉरी अविष्का फर्नांडो एंड निशंका लाइक देयर पार्टनरशिप they didn't look
तुम
scared and
अच्छी बैटिंग करो.
I think they were batting brilliantly in the beginning. तो 89 for no loss पे वो लोग का पार्टनरशिप चल रहा था, and that's what India कहीं भी coordinated नहीं दिख रहे थे. Like रोहित शर्मा was showing them the way. हालांकि from the last ODI OCC रोहित शर्मा was showing them the way. भाई ऐसा खेलो, मार के खेलो, डर के मत खेलो. रिस्क लो तुम्हारा कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क लो बट ऐसा भी मत करो कि भाई what ऋषभ पंत did 6 of 9 pressure आया उन्होंने आगे आके like I don't know what you tried to do. So like Rohit Sharma was showing you the way and it just didn't like make sense कि भाई इंडिया क्या type of cricket खेलती है and that's what it is. Like they could have hit the gap, taken the runs, build pressure on the bowler and then get into the head of the bowler and then you can probably go attacking. But कुछ भी
Also shown you that he's a good player of spin and the rest are not. I think that's what we've seen in the series. Because अब 3 लगातार matches में यही problem हो रहा. उन्हें मार रहा, out हो जा रहा, and सब वो he took Theeksana out of the attack, bro. He kicked him out of the attack by just smacking him today. And what Rohit Sharma didn't make more than 30-40 today. So he got him out of the attack, and then he gets out, and everyone put a line lagi. And this is the story of the series. So what it shows me is two things, that maybe Rohit Sharma needs to take responsibility and stay longer at the crease, and this, but more than that, it's that everyone needs to improve their play against spin. We saw this in Ahmedabad, same issue, and it's not just one player; it's all the players. This time there was no Surya Kumar Yadav that you can blame. There is no KL Rahul that you can blame. It's a different set of players, and the same players who you're saying, "Arey, if we had them in the in the 50 over World Cup, we would have won that game." No, the same players came and they failed over here. So there is a clear issue in tough conditions, especially against Spain, जहाँ पे ball turn हो रही है, आपको बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है वहाँ पे. You are struggling.
an interesting point that you said कि भाई apart from like Jasprit Bumrah, no one's playing now. That shows you again how much dependent we are on Jasprit Bumrah to pick those early wickets, probably in the power play or whatever you want to say. And I don't know how it will be अगर उसका I mean it'll be interesting अगर he would have managed to play one in this series just for us to like really get stats or whatever. But it does look like Bumrah के बिना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो सकता like.
It is, but man, if you can't win without him, then what's the point playing it? Like I understand he's a huge factor, but it can't be dependent. And I am always against this where आप इतना dependent एक player है. ठीक है, उन्हें जब available है, he's a asset. I know that he's the best bowler in the world. You know that. We all know that. But if he's not there, you got to step it up, man. You won a Gapa series without Bumrah, right? Without Bumrah, without all these star players. No Ashwin over there, no Kohli, no Rohit. Rohit Sharma was there, but no Kohli. Big players नहीं थे, दिग्गज players, and they did something where आप देख लो हर December January जो team Australia जाती नंगा होके आती. Only West Indies they drew and India won. That's it. Otherwise they always go and get smashed. Whether it's England, New Zealand, South Africa, Pakistan, सब वहाँ जाके हार जाते. So if you can win a series there without Bumrah, a test series, then you can still win matches, especially against Sri Lanka, man. Like, I don't think Bumrah is required for you to win a series. I think the bowlers and the batsmen, yes, he is a huge loss, but the bowlers and the batsmen in this series performed poorly. Everyone individually, like, and as a collective, you did not reach the expectations that were required.
Yeah, apart from Rohit Sharma, you can say that no one stepped up. And yeah, I think it's just poor from the rest of the batsmen. And yeah, like a lot of people returning, also Shreyas Iyer is returning, KL Rahul is returning. But I won't get an excuse. You had enough time to practice as well. So like you can't like say कि हाँ भाई हम rested थे या चलो ये match scenario अलग होता है and stuff like that maybe. But अभी भी आप like you got opportunities जो आ रही है आपके पास. This is when you try to shine. And then you have other players also waiting. Now that's what it is. Again, those other players will also have to be ready. But I don't know. I mean, इनका कैसा होता है? One series जाने देंगे बोल तो सकते हैं because again new contingent and Farhan इनका. But it was just poor display. South Africa 45 for 1 out of 15. Yeah, Rain has top played for the Spain में. Women's T20 World Cup backup venues have been announced. India is also there. Yeah, Sri Lanka and UAE are on standby. Bangladesh can't host the tournament due to their political scenario right now. Yeah,
Political situation, yeah.
इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी व्हाट एंड एकदम से 2 महीने पहले 2 महीने ही में 6 अक्टूबर में Women's World Cup. So that'll be like a close watch, like close call also. Okay, wait, kidhar they can wrap it up. Ajay Singh Rathore says Kohli was there. Yeah, Kohli was there. I mean, I think in Australia,
Where?
I think at the series that you were talking about, Australia.
He wasn't there. He went after the first test they lost. He went because of the birth of his child. He didn't play the Gabba match.
And then I don't know which one about what he's talking about.
He was
Uh,
there the first test match. You remember he got run out. Him and Ajinkya Rahane were. After that he left. वो जो एडलेड में टेस्ट मैच होता है डे नाइट उसके बाद उन्हें चले गया था. फिर रहाणे was captain, not Kohli.
फिर बेचारे नहाने को निकाल दिया बहरहाल
अच्छा.
तो कुछ तो भी होता रहता बट yeah it's just for like but again credit to Sri Lanka credit to finds that they've got Vander say I think the way he's performed एक मैच में 6 निकाल लिया फिर आज एक निकाल लिया उन्हें and Charita Salanka also become a very good bowler man wicket to wicket उन्हें बहुत खतरनाक साबित हो रहा so Sri Lanka finding a few things and then you know जो opener था उनका Vishka Fernando his batting today very very good setup. Still expecting more from the middle order. Samar Vikrama, we know उन्हें चिकट है खड़ गया तो पूरा रात खड़ सकता. They still have Dhananjay De Silva not playing. He'll also a very good asset for them. तो ये श्रीलंका के लिए तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. But you'll have to take.
Shamira also, right? The fast bowler.
He's also not there. Hasaranga also got injured in the midst of the tournament. Patirana is not there. Patirana is like their like main death guy. So they've imagine this team is giving such a big competition. It shows Jayasuriya what he's done. उन्हें क्या instill कर रहा है कि भाई तुम डर के ना को खेलो. Finish off जो ने बोला देखो after T20 series ने एक statement निकाला कि they have to be patient and finish off the game and not get like confused and throw the match away. I think ये ODI में आप देख सकते हैं कि they managed to keep their nerves, not leak a lot of runs in the end, and they managed to finish off and close off game. Probably not the first match, but the second and third ODI for sure.
Yeah, and you need wake up calls like these, man, because I think after you win a World Cup and everything, of course, your confidence is high. Maybe you're a bit laxed. I'm not blaming anybody, but like, वो थोड़ा बहुत natural रहता है. Like even as fans, we're like, अरे Sri Lanka easy, like आंख बंद करके मार देंगे and all that. So it's a good wake up call. Now you need to, okay, you take a break, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you come back, and then you get into the test zone, then the T20 zone, and then when the Champions Trophy comes, they'll have to be on the best of games, and hopefully everyone is fit and raring to go. And जो भी गलतियां करे इस series में, they have to rectify that against England in that series when they play one days, and then in the Champions Trophy when the pressure is on, we expect them to deliver better. It's all right losing, man. I don't have a problem with losing. It's all good, but today was a very disappointing performance. Like I did not expect that. Like पहले
आज
दो matches हम light ले रहे थे. Like मैं उतना बोल रहा नहीं था. हाँ.
आज का दिन ही बेकार है बैगन.
Very bad, man. Like, सुबह उठ के ही मूड ऑफ हो गया मेरा. Very upset, man. Like I've not like been this upset in a long time. Like it's like it's been a tough 2 3 days. I think because the amount of excitement we're getting and then the low which is happening is having an impact on my heart and my health, bro. It's not a good thing. And yeah, they're like so. It's been poor. Like from the cricket situation, I would just say, कि भाई, India today were very poor. You need a much better performance than that. It's not like some the standards that we expect. The batters, bowlers need to improve. Team selection also needs to be looked at, especially the combinations between batters and bowlers. I feel it's a bit defensive. You're going with the extra batting. And yeah, like overall, it's been a poor series. And congratulations to Sri Lanka. I think they've done an outstanding job. Just तरीके की cricket खेली उन लोग, especially with all these injuries. And after that T20, no one gives them hope, and they came back and they beat India. I think outstanding.
I think I would even shout out like Gautam Gambhir the way he called everybody just to like understand. Like for him, this is important data. What he got, उसको डेटा बहुत important मिल गया यहाँ पे कि भाई ये पूरों में कितना किसका लेवल क्या है and he's understood a few things कि भाई ये situations जब आएंगे who I can rely on, who I can't rely on. It was important to call back Kohli. It was important to call back Rohit Sharma. It was important to call everybody he could possibly find. Yeah, I mean he still has a lot of options. अब Hardik Pandya नहीं है, जबकि बुमराह नहीं है. Like you will have options, yes, but अगेन इन सिचुएशन जहाँ स्पिन आएगा देन अगर ऐसा हाल रहेगा तो कोई आपको बचा नहीं पाएगा लाइक दैट्स व्हाट इट इज एंड इट्स गुड फॉर हिम कि ही गॉट अ बिट ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग टी20 सीरीज जीत गए ओडीआई नहीं जीत पाए बट आई थिंक आगे जाके अब टेस्ट सीरीज आएगा बांग्लादेश से सो वो देखेंगे
Yeah.
के ऊपर काफी
Yeah.
प्रेशर he doesn't perform. And this is where like we're gonna probably look at Yashasvi Jaiswal's entrance into the ODI format, right? Like अगर शुभमन fail होगा in other games, I'm not saying इसके बिरते पे like they could probably do it, but like वो vice captaincy थोड़ा I don't know how much weightage that vice captaincy has. But अगर ऐसा चलते गया then I would really want to see Yashasvi Jaiswal on the top. अगर आपका left right का ही scenario चल रहा है and I think I prefer him there.
And also, if you look at it, like, for example, Virat Kohli, I backed him the whole World Cup. I think he shouldn't have been dropped. He should have opened, and in the end, he won it, right? Here, what is happening is actually struggling. If you see, like, against the spin, it is a problem. So now, उस पे उन्हें कैसा काम करेंगे, कैसा improve करें, वो देखना पड़ेगा. He's a world class player, no doubt about it. I'm not questioning his ability. I'm no one to question his ability. But if you see, there is a repetitive problem in the last three games, and this problem has been persistent for the last 3 4 years. We've seen this issue. So how is he going to work on it? What will he develop? I think one thing as far as they can play the sweep a bit more. If you see Sachin Tendulkar, the great Sachin Tendulkar, you see, Virender Sehwag, Saurav Ganguly, these guys were excellent players to spin. The wrist stroke was very handy, but they used to play the sweep as well. I'm not saying play every hard shot खेलना जरूरी नहीं है, but that I think helps on these kind of pitches. Maybe that's what Virat Kohli can look into. If you see, Rohit Sharma is a very good player of the sweep, so he does pull that into effect when he's playing against the spin. So maybe that's something in his game that he will look to add. Like if he can add that to his armory, maybe that will improve his record against spin. Because right now, these three games, that's what I've seen. On the evidence of these three matches, there is an issue over there. T20 World Cup, I had no problem. I'm not just saying it in hindsight. I told you also that time live सब check कर लो. जब उन्हें perform नहीं कर रहा था, मैं बोला उसको रहने दो उधर ही. Opening रहने दो. Like I said, leave him there, leave him there. But here, I'm not saying to kick him out of the team. I'm just saying how can he improve
Yeah.
his play against spin? Maybe develop the sweep shot, use your feet. Huh?
I'm just saying it's very unlike Virat Kohli, like taking so many deliveries. Like I mean, yes, we know he has a strike rate, whatever those things, but 50 over format में इतना नहीं देखे अपन कि some kid is coming and like
And
he'll
he's
be.
getting trapped on the crease, right? Maybe if you play more on the front foot, get that sweep, make the because once you play the sweep, so what happens? The length of the ball will drag slightly shorter, and then you can play on your back foot. But what's happening right now? He's getting trapped on a good length or good deliveries. Where he's supposed to be playing on the front foot, he's playing on the back foot. So that's where I feel that maybe he can bring out shots like that, which can not only help him but also make the bowler think as well, right? कि भाई इन्हें trap नहीं होएगा आज उन्हें अलग shot खेल रहा. So I think that's one thing where he can improve. Look, we're all human beings. We're always going to look how to optimize our levels, how to optimize our game. Whether it is you at the gym or me in the paddle court, we're always looking to improve. We're not satisfied, right? Like we always want to improve, and I'm sure he's double than us. He's much more dedicated, much more focused, much more talented, double, triple, 10 times more. So I think that's where he can how he can develop it because there is an issue there. If you see in this series, there is evidence that he has struggled.
या आई मीन लॉट ऑफ पीपल से एक सीरीज से कुछ भी नहीं भाई ये वो भाई बिल्कुल भाई एक सीरीज से हम लोग तो डिक्टेट नहीं कर रहे किसी को भी लाइक लाइक लेट बी द कोच लेट बी द कैप्टन लेट बी बट जो प्रॉब्लम्स या एरिया ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट है जो रोहित शर्मा खुद बोले हैं अपने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कोई एरिया ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट आप देख लो लाइक स्पिन के अगेंस्ट हम
हाँ
पॉजिटिव बैटिंग नहीं करे इंटेंट नहीं बताया एग्रेशन तो बिल्कुल नाम को नहीं था ठंडा सुक्का मसला था तो दैट इज वेयर इज बॉलिंग voicing out the same thing that bhai there are problems which you weren't aware of and you are comfortable in your camp thinking that bhai we have very good players of spin which reality has come to bite you and that is something that other teams will also go to exploit against you which you have to be very careful for and this is probably where in the next month a lot of batsmen will probably practice rather than rest. I think there'll be a lot of practice that should happen in this regard at least because Bangladesh also has good spinners with them. There'll also be a challenging and that's an important test series as well. So you have Taijul, you have Medios and Mirage. Like we'll have to see Kaisa and again the pitches in India how they'll play. We'll come to an understanding as that as well. But it's just that there are certain areas of improvement and they really need to work harder next game around.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they work on that because when you do get a holiday, right? Individuals have their own right of what they would do. Like you don't. So like I was watching a podcast where Wayne Rooney, Gary Neville, and Roy Keane were discussing how they used to train, and basically during like their vacation, Rooney and Roy Keane never trained. They never used to train. They just come to preseason and then start. Whereas Gary Neville used to train even while he was off, and even now the likes of Foden, Bellingham, these guys, when they have holidays, now I'm not talking about preseason, before preseason, when they have holidays, they get their individual coaches, whether they go on holiday to Portugal or Brazil or wherever they go, America, they'll have their individual coaches, some of those players, and they will still do training in the day. Like they'll play some football, they'll do some weight training, they'll do some drills and everything. So it all depends on the individual. Now, I don't know about these guys. I mean, they deserve a break. I'm sure that a lot of people will be on holiday 2 3 weeks, but I think this result will make them more eager to practice as well. So you will see some training during the break. I'm sure of that. And whatever it is, I don't know. Like that depends on the individual because छुट्टी तो मिल रही है आपको, they deserve rest. So I'm not going to take that away from them. But when the season starts, you want to see that improvement in playing against the spin, like in playing under pressure while chasing. You want to see that improvement in the teams. खास तौर पे one days में. And look, I'm very shocked with the result because India, I think their best format is one day cricket. I always said this. I did not have them favorites in the T20. I did not expect them to win the T20 World Cup. I think बहुत बड़ा bonus था, and they did a fantastic job. They played out of their skin to win that World Cup. Now this is a format which comes naturally to them. I think they're much better in it. They have the the players who can adapt very good in this format. So मेरे हिसाब से that's why this result is even more shocking.
Hmm.
But there's always, it's good that's happened now. They can go and learn from it and improve when the Champions Trophy comes, and we'll hopefully see a better performance.
Yeah, अभी तो Champions Trophy का, yeah, I mean there's more couple of more ODIs just before the Champions Trophy, so hopefully we can get.
Against England, right? That
Yeah,
is going to be a tough series.
yeah, because both of them will be looking to give the. And Sri Lanka has also, remember, not qualified for the Champions Trophy. Uh,
Yeah.
Still, that hasn't stopped them from going into a mindset of comfort. They're still willing to prove their presence in that format of 50 over. Like
Yeah.
usually, अरे भाई लाइट 50 ओवर में तो कुछ नहीं है, थोड़े महीने हैं अपने पास. But I think that's where I think I'm really like liking this Senat Jasuria phase in the Sri Lanka. We know what an aggressive guy this guy was. We know he was one of the best hitters of the cricket ball, and in like T20 also उसमें लमान में थोड़ी जल्दी आती तो maybe he would have been a fantastic player. He has played for the Mumbai Indians, right? But yeah, I really like this Jayasuriya's involvement in the game. It's always good to see that, and yeah,
बेचारा उन्हें जब मुंबई इंडियंस में खेला था जर्सी अच्छी नहीं थी. बाद
वो
में अच्छी हुई.
orange.
Light sky blue with like
It's
stripes.
yeah, stripes and orange, orange on the logo.
Yeah.
तो अच्छा था.
Yeah. खास नहीं थी वो. हाँ.
Thoughts, man, of the shambolic 100 gram. Now we understand the real.
Bullshit, man. I don't get it, bro. Huh?
Now we realize the value of 100 grams.
Bro, I don't understand. I can मेरे को हजम नहीं हो रहा that this is the issue. मेरे को अभी तक हजम नहीं हो रहा. I've watched not as much as you, like, you're much more into this, I understand, but I've seen sport. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
this is the biggest event in that individual's career. The biggest.
Mm.
Two things I don't get. One thing is आप उसको 3 मैचेस लड़ा लिए एक दिन. That is first of all अनफेयर. उन्हें एक दिन आके जैवलिन फेंक रहा, फिर रेस्ट ले रहा, फिर 2 दिन के बाद आ रहा. ठीक है, इन्हें
Right.
3 कुश्तियां लड़ी.
Yeah.
ओके. पहले वो चीज है. दूसरी
किस
चीज मेरे को ये समझ में. हाँ.
किस लड़ी वो भी देखो.
हाँ, वो भी देख लो. अब मेरे को दूसरी चीज ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि यस्टरडे तो वेट ठीक था, तो अगर आज वेट का प्रॉब्लम है, या तो आप डिले करो फाइट को, या आप उसको सिल्वर दे के फोरफिट करा दो. बट आप उसके डिस्क्वालीफाई करके बॉटम कैसा कर दिया जब कल तो वेट ठीक था उसका. तो चीटिंग है नहीं इसमें.
बिल्कुल.
तो अगर चीटिंग नहीं है इसमें, तो फिर अब लास्ट आप किस बेसिस पे उसको पनिशमेंट दे रहे हैं? मेरे को आई कैन नॉट डाइजेस्ट इट, ब्रो. लाइक लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव सेड कि नो, दिस इज लाइक दिस हैपेंस विद बॉक्सर्स, इट हैपेंस विद रेसलर्स, द वेट इशू रहता 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 रहता. I still cannot digest it. मेरे को तो नहीं हो रहा digest. बेचारी उन्हें, bro, she didn't sleep the whole day. You know what she did in the night? She wore a sweatsuit and she was exercising, doing skipping, cycling, and then she went and sat in the sauna. She became so dehydrated that in the morning she was hospitalized because she fainted.
Yeah.
What do you want a person to do? Like, they gave the level best for 100 grams. I don't. मेरे को तो हजम नहीं हो रहा, bro. This because I've seen lot of wrestlers, lot of fights, lot of boxing, this that, and ऐसा, like, ठीक है कभी होता है प्रॉब्लम, मगर गोल्ड मेडल में आके ऐसा मेरे को तो डाइजेस्ट नहीं हो रहा भाई. Like,
You need to
I
also
can't believe it.
have amount of time for recovery, right? Like there is no rest period. देखो, it's obviously after I'm going to finish my wrestling game, like match, 2 खेली उन्हें एक दिन में, right? कल वो नंबर 1 के साथ
3.
3. हाँ, उसके बाद फिर वो प्री क्वार्टर, क्वार्टर एंड सेमीज, ये 3.
Yeah.
हाँ, नंबर 1 इन द वर्ल्ड के साथ खेली. उसके बाद शी प्लेड दैट उज्बेकिस्तानी कौन थी वो,
हाँ. 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 Ukraine, I think.
यूक्रेन. एंड फिर उसके बाद एक और खेली. तो अभी इसमें 3 मैचेस हो गए. आप एक दिन तो दो भाई. एक दिन में बहुत चीजें हो सकते फॉर रेसलर, राइट? यू कैन गो ऑन
Exactly.
डाइट. आप पूरा दिन सिर्फ पानी के डाइट पे रह सकते हैं आप, राइट? यू कैन कट वेट लाइक दैट. आप सैलेड खा के यू कैन पूप आउट, राइट? यू कैन डू वॉशरूम एंड you can balance out your weight. बट यूजुअली रिटेंशन ऑफ वाटर हो जाता भाई जब आपका बॉडी को कुछ मिल रहा नहीं, खाना नहीं खा रही, उन्हें वो नहीं कर रही है, लाइक यू सेड सौना में बैठ. तो whatever your body gets in terms of intake, उन्हें वहां कैप्चर करके स्टोर कर. No, I'm not trying to justify कि भाई सही है, बिल्कुल गलत है. Like I do think this Olympics Association has to look into the schedule as well, man. Scheduling has been very poor.
Bullshit, bro. Okay, if you're exactly, if you're saying all this is happening scientifically, मैं मान लेता हूँ. But फिर साले ऐसा करते schedule फिर, like how is that? That's not reasonable, man. She's about to die. Like
Yeah,
अगर उन्हें अगर और थोड़ा और effort लगाए उन्हें उसका जाता था. That's why the doctor had to be present over there. She did it everywhere. She said मेरा बाल shave कर लो, बाल shave कर दो, मैं ready हूँ fight करने के लिए.
yeah.
And
Bals.
okay fine, आप इतना पर्टिकुलर वेट के बारे में ये वो, ओके फाइन, आप किस बेसिस पे उसको डिस्क्वालीफाई करें मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा. कल तो उन्हें क्लियर खेली, देयर वाज नो चीटिंग इन्वॉल्वड, शी मेड द वेट यस्टरडे. So then, at least the least you can do is give the silver medal and say bye bye. At
Yeah,
least give the silver medal. I don't. What is this stupid rule, man? Like जहाँ पे like आप एक दिन वेट ऐसा है तो फिर पूरा जो भी आप मेहनत करें खत्म. I'll be very honest with you. This is probably the saddest sporting story I've ever seen in my life. I've not maybe seen that many, but from what I've seen, this is the saddest sporting story I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, 100%. I mean, it's very sad to see, Vinesh Poghat's, and again, disqualifying is like something doing illegal. It's nothing that she did illegal. There's nothing that she did against the rules. Yeah, she's 100 grams overweight. चलो ठीक है, आप जैसा बोल रहे, maybe you could have just said you're automatically lost. ठीक है, that I'll still take. That I'm 100 grams and you've disqualified, as in none of your victories I think will stand. Not your number.
Nothing. उन्हें लास्ट आ गई.
या तो उसका जो नंबर, वर्ल्ड नंबर, अब कंस्पिरेसी निकालना है तो बहुत निकल सकते हैं भाई. वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 की इज्जत चली गई, उसको 82 एंड नो थी, अब उसका like her record is still maintained now that this match is disqualified. So
Bro,
that's
this is the first time I look. I'm always against conspiracy. This is the first time I cannot digest this. I cannot. All the journalists are saying, no, this is part of the sport. Part of the sport. I cannot digest it. I cannot digest it. Like the scheduling, whatever you want to say. Like, आप देखो हर स्पोर्ट में उन्हें अपना रक्षा सेन भी like उसको एक दो दिन का ब्रेक मिल रहा था, राइट? like यहाँ पे आप कैसा scheduling करें जहाँ पे जब वेट का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा, जब वेट का रिक्वायरमेंट है, then how do you expect every day for them to maintain a certain amount of weight? Okay, you'll see the other wrestlers are doing it. I understand, but man, like, okay, fine. Even if they're doing it, then why? How come she couldn't do it? Like,
again
I
now.
don't know, man. I don't.
ये आप जो उनके जो कोच हैं and whoever is with that Indian contingent, they have to answer, because what were you feeding her? That's number one that we need to know, right? Because if once you, from a diet aspect, I'll say you'll need to know, you'll need to count the carbs, you'll need to count the fats. It's basic, like anyone will tell you. So they really need to know, they need to tell कि भाई आप खिला क्या रहे थे, आप मैच के बाद क्या खिलाए, did, I don't know, if someone mix something in her food. Like there's so many things that can happen from just the contingent within. I'm not blaming anyone here. I'm just saying these are possible scenarios. Okay, आप diet नहीं follow करवाए. Not that maybe she बेचारी, she used to unconscious, she doesn't know what's going on, what she's being fed. One. Number two, again, वो जो Olympics का rule है scheduling, I agree with that also. That's BS.
That's messed up. I blame all that more than this, because I'll tell you something. Like 100 gram means you can. That means they were still doing their job. Like ये होता. Like I understand. What आप पानी पिए तो भी weight बढ़ता है आपका. Bloating होती है. Like I understand these things happen, but I blame this. Like because I don't understand why she's come last. Why she's not getting the silver medal? And okay, fine. You cannot be lenient. You're very strict on weight. Even then, I think they should have done a better scheduling. You don't want to do that, no problem, but at least don't deny her of the silver medal. I think that is the most horrific thing. Like she's guaranteed medal, and that's gone out of her hands. And okay, fine. अगर कुछ मालूम हुआ जैसा उन्हें डोपिंग टेस्ट फेल करी या ऐसा कुछ करी तो फिर आप डिस्क्वालीफाई करो, देन शी हैज नो राइट. ठीक है, फिर दूसरा कंस्पिरेसी बात करनी है. यहाँ पे तो शी फॉट क्लीन. It's written that she's fought clean yesterday. She
Yeah.
deserved all those. So how can you snatch all the wins back? How can you do that? On what basis is that other fighter going to fight for the gold medal match? On what basis?
See,
She
and
was fairly beaten,
बोल
fair
सकते हैं,
and square.
आप ये भी बोल सकते हैं boss, for till that semi-final match she didn't have, she had the weight intact, right? So how are you disqualifying her from that game's win? Like that doesn't make sense. चलो post,
Exactly. So that doesn't make sense. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
right, or give her a whatever medal, bronze medal, give her a medal. That's the fact of the matter. That
Silver, bro.
give her,
पक्का silver है.
yeah, चलो फाइनलिस्ट को सीधा वॉक ओवर दे दो, जो बोलते ना वॉक ओवर
हाँ
बोलते हैं.
हाँ, silver पक्का है.
Yeah, man.
Because आप उसका weight उसका was correct yesterday.
Yeah, and then she
So
fought
she did not.
game.
Yeah.
So how?
And दूसरी चीज I don't know if you know this. She was actually supposed to participate in the 53
Yeah,
category.
he didn't
But
qualify.
because there's already an Indian compatriot there, she said, "ठीक है, I will cut the weight and I'll go 50." She to make that sacrifice, and bichari, she did make the 50. And then after that, man, like stupid 100 gram shit. Like I'm really pissed off at this, man. I don't understand.
The competitors she beat into the semi-final to the final. Yeah, that still doesn't make sense because you got defeated, finished. आप तीन लोगों को एक दिन में if you beaten three opponents, those opponents are defeated. Yes, I don't make the win against a match against Mustafa, but all the prior matches I made that make means that I beat those guys. I'm not ready for the match against Mustafa. Hence, I lose this match or I forfeit this match or I lose this match. That means Mustafa is an automatic gold winner and I can win the silver. Like that's basically what we're trying to say here. At the first win, she was 2 kilos, 100 grams overweight, and second win she was still 100 grams overweight. So she lost 2 kilos, man. In like I don't know how wide apart those two veins were. Maybe like a couple of hours, I'm guessing, or like maybe a day or something. But that's like 100 grams, man. Maybe they should be
Man,
like.
that look that's okay. That's hard luck. You disqualify if you're very strict about it, disqualified from the final, but don't disqualify from the medal. That is stupid. Like I don't understand that. Like इतना मेहनत करे, like disqualify her from the final. Okay, ठीक है, we'll take. We'll be pissed, but we'll take it.
Yeah, yeah.
And bro, like इतने मुश्किल से मेडल ना मिल रहे हैं यहाँ पे आप वैसा कर रहे, like it's so sad, bro. Like this was like a proper Oscar winning moment, man, like for her. And she would have won gold, I have no doubt about it. Even if she didn't, it'd be amazing. Silver medal, man. पिंडा
But
कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहा.
वो पूरा खत्म हो गया.
खत्म हो
Every
गया. I don't get. I think this is the saddest. I mean, we saw the badminton, we were pissed off, we were heartbroken. We saw the hockey, we were heartbroken.
के वजह से शुरू हुआ है सब.
Yeah, we saw all these losses, but we recovered. We recovered. This is unrecoverable, man. This loss I've not seen in sport. Like, how can like I cannot understand. आप जितना भी explain कर लो, मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा उसको कैसे medal छीन लिया उसके हाथ से. I cannot digest it. I will never digest it. Like no matter what anyone says, I can never digest it. I feel really bad. And bro, I'll tell you very honestly, I don't know her. I didn't watch her. And I just saw her yesterday. Like yes, I've read about her before. She's the cousin of the Dangal girl, so I know who she
What
is. But
happened with her and the federation and stuff, that as well, right?
yeah, and वो तो I saw last year. जो वो protests हो रहे थे, she was in the middle of it. That I saw because it was a huge news story.
Yes, yes.
But I saw that, and then now they are fighting. And bro, yesterday, if you saw that game against the Japanese girl, last minute में जो उन्हें पलटा के उसको बाहर करी, it was crazy, man. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, she deserved a medal, bro. There's no way, no two ways about it. I think she's hard done by, and yeah, I think it has to do with the fact they still need to broadcast a final fight, bro. Like, screw that crap, man. Like, I can't digest it. I know whatever you guys are saying. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I just cannot digest it, man. I can't.
Biggest thing is after coming back to consciousness, she was smiling, and there was a photo of her and PT Usha over there. Uh,
Yeah, I saw that.
that just shows, man, her like faith and whatever you want to call it. That she just accepted it what it is, and she just said, "Aage aur ladna." And yeah, I mean that is the mark of a champion, its own self. And yeah, I think unfortunate here there can be a lot of questions, a lot of call-ups, but now what's done is done. बोलते हुए the situation हो गया कि while not getting that medal, which is sad. At least like you should have just given the silver and just like said walk over to the gold, whatever whoever opponent was, but आप सिल्वर तो भी दे देना था उतना ही बोल रहे हैं हम लोग एंड
And Fez, the thing is, like, look at it from this context. Nobody gave her a chance. आप जो भी articles पढ़े या content सुने, nobody gave her a chance for a medal. Right? अगर आप देखो कल, all the eyes were on hockey and they were on table tennis. Everything shifted when she beat that Japanese girl, because bro, it was 82-0. That was the Japanese girl's record. There was no chance. Everything shifted after that. So then, like, she nobody gave her a chance. She got the spotlight out of nowhere, and then she was creating history. She was making a perfect movie, and then up like pura pani phed diya usse with some like stupid shit, man. I don't. I still can't believe that you can like disqualify someone like that. And if that's a rule, then okay, theek hai, at least give her the silver medal. Like, it's so stupid, man. I can't believe she doesn't have a medal.
tomorrow you will have the javelin Neeraj Chopra, throwing I think 11:55 local time. And like that guy is now probably like under I know pressure or stuff, but उन्हें भी सोचा अब तो बैगन लाना ही पड़ेगा medal. Like he has to bring it because like there's been so many hard work, and this will probably after the whole Vinesh Poghat incident. If this guy doesn't खुदा ना खास्ता not win, then that'll be like much more like depressing. Like India,
Man,
जिस
I haven't. This is the first day I have not watched Olympics because in the morning I woke up for the fight. Fight didn't happen. This thing
rate
happened. I closed the TV. I was watching the cricket, and that's it. Like I was doing my bed.
पे
I did not look at the right now. My TV is off. Like my TV is always on at this time. The Olympics is on this channel. TV is off. I'm like heartbroken, bro. Like maybe tomorrow will be a different day, and I'll watch. But maybe I'll watch the javelin. Okay, ठीक है. But like right now, I'm really upset, man. I can't watch the Olympics because her face is coming into my mind every single time, man. Like if I think about the Olympics, I can't put the TV on.
yeah, 100. I mean, it's the biggest robbery, right? Like we've seen ever probably.
Yeah, yeah, you called it, man. Freaking robbery, man.
Like it's biggest
Shit.
robbery. A lot of fans India ke like because like you said, chalo nobody will watching probably her, but now beating the number one and then beating two opponents consecutively who are better than her, like there can be and then 53 to 50 पे आप weight 3 किलो कट करके आप एक कैटेगरी में आ रहे जहाँ आप used to नहीं है. Like there's so many things that you can make out of this, like you know how much ever like the success story, and वो सब आप छीन लिए एक बंदी से जो लाइक अनकॉन्शियस होने के मौत के मुंह में घुस के चले आना चाह रही थी, गंजा हो जाना चाह रही थी,
Yeah.
बहुत करना पड़ा, लाइक क्या क्या करना पड़ा जस्ट फॉर 100 grams टू लाइक यू नो गेट थिंग एंड
Yeah. और हम लोग ये भी बोल रहे हैं भाई कि ठीक है आप इतना स्ट्रिक्ट है सबके लिए वो अप्लाई करता रूल मैं समझ गया भाई ठीक है मैं निकाल दो मगर खाली फाइनल से निकाल रहे पूरे उसमें से क्यों निकाल रहे बॉटम क्यों कर दे रहे
दैट इट्स नॉट लाइक हर मैच पे उसका वेट 100 ग्राम से ऊपर था ना, लाइक वेन्स नहीं हो रहे थे.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, only one fight. This was this fight. Disqualify from that fight. Why are you disqualifying from the whole tournament?
एग्जैक्टली डिडंट मेक
Bro,
सेंस.
like, आप एग्जाम में कभी फेल हुए?
एक बार
That didn't mean आप पूरा फेल कर दिया, right? Like,
या
exactly. Like, you don't do that, man. Like, it's,
फेल होते, लाइक 6
huh?
सब्जेक्ट है, एक सब्जेक्ट में फेल होते, 6 में नहीं, एक में फेल होते आप.
Yeah, I don't know. मेरे पास तो like I failed in subjects and I still passed. Like like it's fine to fail, bro. Like why are you punishing her for one thing? Like why are you getting like exactly? If there was cheating involved, okay. If she did doping, if she was overweight yesterday, whatever it was, I'll take it. I can blame anyone else. I can say कि conspiracy है, ये है, वो है. I can blame people who are against her. Can blame the government, whatever. I can do all that, right?
Hmm.
But here I the reason why I'm attacking the Olympic Federation is because I'm saying कि भाई she won fair and square yesterday. She won fair and square. So why are you punishing her for yesterday's thing? Punish her for today. आज उन्हें 100 ग्राम वो नहीं करी तो ठीक है आज के मैच से डिस्क्वालीफाई कर दो
भी पॉइंट है कि भाई अगर एक यू नो एक दिन का है तो चलो एक दिन तक रखो, पूरा टूर्नामेंट खराब नहीं, बट लाइक अब आप उनका लॉजिकली रैशनलाइज कर ही नहीं सकते, लाइक वो समझ में नहीं आएगा अपने को, वो कुछ बोलेंगे आप.
rule is rule बोलते हैं. I hate this shit, man. Like this is stupid cancel culture. I don't like this crap. Like I think it's just ridiculous. And man, इन्हें मेरे कोई सगी नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है. It's just like she deserved a medal, man. That's what I feel, and I think she more than anybody she deserved it. Like all these other.
Out to understand like what she has to say, and maybe she let us know better कि भाई क्या चल रहा था वहाँ पे. I mean we weren't resident there and stuff, and like we can't come, but like from a neutral point of view, चलो हम इंडियन है, हमारे को चाहिए हमारी यू नो एथलीट जीते मेडल, बट इवन दैट भाई जितने भी गेम्स खेले उन्हें उसमें उसका वेट बराबर था, एक मैच के बेस पे लाइक वो डिस्क्वालीफाई नहीं करे, वो लॉजिक है. अब एक मैच में ऐसा थोड़ी है कि हर मैच में 100 ग्राम अबव थी, एंड दैट डजंट मेक सेंस. इब्राहिम आई थिंक बैक शी 29 might not even return for Olympics 2020. I think she'll return.
Yeah, sure.
वो
No,
जज्बा
the thing is, her peak was in the last Olympics. For a wrestler, basically 25, 26 is your peak, right? Her peak was in the last Olympics. Over there, वो disappointment हुआ, जो भी हुआ, everything controversy हो गई, खत्म हो गया. Ab now, this was like she was just like I think it was her last shot. Like she'd probably come back, but I think this was her last shot, and she killed it. No one gave her a chance, bro, and she absolutely destroyed it. She ripped the whole tournament wide open, and she made history. Like I still feel in my eyes she's a silver medalist, but uh, because it was fair and square yesterday. There was no issues. So she's still a silver medalist for me. But yeah, man, like she against all odds, आप ये सब करके फिर ये करे तो of course it hurts, man. Especially when no one expects you to win. अब Neeraj Chopra, everyone expects him to win. This woman like guaranteed a medal without any expectation. So yeah, it's just sad. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not speechless because I've talked a lot about it, but I'm very upset about it. I'm very disappointed like with this call.
Yes, and again, it was just that last night when you slept, you thought you had a potential medal, and you got up to like
You
news.
had the medal.
You didn't.
Potential gold.
Yeah, potential.
Potential gold tha. Yeah.
Well,
You
potential
had the medal, bro.
history, right? Like what she's been through, the success, and then the downfall, and then the success, and like it's just sad to see. But athletes are Sahara, and then there's no protection, there's no word, and like you don't know what it is. But I mean, now that it's done, I'm just waiting for her press conference and what she has to say when now she comes back to India and stuff like that. But yeah, it's sad. अब कल नीरज की फाइट है देखेंगे नीरज की फाइट कहते फाइट ही दिमाग नीरज का जैवलिन थ्रो है
Bro.
इंडिया का भी हॉकी का मैच है आई थिंक 5:30 स्पेन के अगेंस्ट ब्रॉन्ज मेडल के होप्स वहां पे
Ah,
हैं
it's sad.
man like that was also like CJ's bro he deserved a goal before his in-law deserved
But last second, to miss kara shot, if that went top bins, I would have taken off my shirt, man. That should have gone top bins, bro.
yeah प्रीति जरूरी थी प्रीति सबरवाल इंडिया आई थिंक वी नीडेड
That's sad, man. That was also sad. It's been heartbreak after heartbreak, man. This Olympics has been not.
people bro I'm telling you contingent
It's been tough, man. And yeah, आज की जो story है, I just hope everybody backs this athlete, backs her. She's been outstanding. I think she was probably the performer of the whole Olympics for me. She's been incredible, and yeah, just whatever has happened is very unfortunate, and we just need to stand by her, support her. I think she's put India on the map, and yeah, incredible performance in wrestling, man. Outstanding. Like it's been world class, and all the athletes. I think I'm not really, except for Chirag and Satvik, I'm not really pissed at anybody. I think they've all tried their best, whether it is, what's his name? He's been outstanding. Lakshya Sen was outstanding. The Indian hockey team played really well. And then these guys also, this Vinesh Poghat was outstanding, man. She's been incredible.
आपका थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंटिंग इसलिए क्योंकि लाइक यू हैड अ बेस्ट चांस लाइक या नेदरलैंड्स इज स्ट्रांग बट लाइक ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया निकल गई बेल्जियम निकल गई पूरे बड़े टीम चले गए थे इंग्लैंड को आप हरा दिए थे वो भी 10 मैन के साथ लाइक पेनल्टीज में तो all of that you feel a little sad for India hockey as well and for now we are
And it was very similar to, if you saw, the game was very similar to Tokyo. Even in that, it was 2-2, India won 3-2. It was the bronze medal match between India and Germany, if you remember. That
yeah
was the bronze medal match. India won that. So I was hoping that India will win silver or gold by repeating history again. Especially when they made it 2-2, I thought this is India's game. Again, I think they were a bit too defensive. There's too much pressure. Germany also, they got and one unnecessary penalty corner. वो तो था नहीं भाई. India challenge भी करे उसको, and I don't understand. That's poor refereeing.
but we
But
fourth quarter specifically we started conceding a lot and
yeah,
possession
conceding a lot of chances. Yeah, but Germany put a lot of pressure, and India up until they didn't concede that third goal, they were defensive, and then when they conceded the third goal, they actually played well. They created chances. Last 2 minutes, where you had two chances which you could have converted. ठीक है, it happens. I think Germany also good team, and unfortunately, when it counted, नहीं जीते, लेकिन they still have a chance to win the medal. I'm still okay with that, man. मैं वो भी हसम सब मैं digest कर सकता हूँ, ये digest नहीं कर सकता ये wrestling वाली medal. मैं तो मैं हर चीज I'm accepting.
चल रहा अभी मीराबाई चानू इज लाइक weightlifter for India and like she has
मीरा भाई चांद.
like चानू
Yeah, मीरा भाई.
तो वो जो weightlifting करते हैं I think you've seen her तो yeah she
Yeah,
has
yeah.
to get a medal as well do you think
भाई बनता है.
the women's T20 World Cup stays in Bangladesh or moved out I mean based the prime minister of the country moved out so I think the tournament also like on
I think it should go to Dubai, or yeah, that would be fun.
like I mean India will also be there but इंडिया में क्रिकेट चलने वाला है वो टाइम पे आई थिंक नहीं
I don't want to go to Sri Lanka because we've seen too many tournaments in Sri Lanka so far, man. Like, let it be. Because the Asia Cup is also in Sri Lanka, right?
like the temperatures and stuff at that time what situation I mean you have Abu
Which
Dhabi
is fine. October is fine.
so we'll see about that I mean time is still there I think they'll manage to come up immediately
They played Asia Cup in September. That was hot, 50 over ka, but October will be fine, bro. But yeah, Sri Lanka में women's का Asia Cup था, right? अभी
yeah
चाहे इंडिया हारी थी. Yeah, छोड़ो यार इंडिया में रखो या दुबई में रखो put it there I think and yeah Bangladesh it doesn't look like it's a stable environment right now.
क्या मसला फ्लैट पिच.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh yeah, but it's been a very sad day Olympic wise and Indian cricket wise as well. You look at Indian cricket and look like how much जीत सकते हैं, but वहाँ पे भी हार गए. Credit to Sri Lanka in all aspects. Like again, I had nothing to take away from them. Fantastic captaincy from Charita Salanka, read conditions well, rotated bowlers very well as well. Spinners particularly found a few Winder say and Will Lage the way they performed. Rohit Sharma calling out what is to be needed, areas of improvement, and I agree completely with him. Okay, but there are many areas that you have to play aggressive cricket, some areas that you have to carry the team, hit the gaps and stuff like that. So we're looking forward for the next Indian thing. But join us on this channel because Olympics के साथ साथ we're also going to try covering the Premier League and a lot of other things as well. Football भी देखेंगे. We're going to try covering that as well. So as many as sports that we can watch and look at, Mustafa, hopefully we'll try and cover on this channel.
Yes, sir, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. It'll take us a few days. We'll be back into it. The football will start soon as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
excited.
hopefully Vinesh Poghat gets that gold and then spits on the Olympic Association or whatever you want to call it. Like it's been sad, like it's very sad. Like a lot of people have messaged like
Yeah,
when I put up a story like heartbroken, like they were literally like a lot of people are very sad about this, like very depressed about the fact
yeah,
like
yeah, man. I'm telling you, this is the saddest sports story I've ever seen. Like in terms of sports, just in particular, I'm just pinpointing this industry. This is the saddest story that I've seen, man. We've seen a lot of failure, success. We've seen a lot of comebacks. We've seen a lot of hardships, but this is sad,
it's still wet outfield. Yeah, Ibrahim bhai, I'm waiting. Man, Dizorji, मेरे को बहुत पसंद है
man.
Dizorji and his batting. And Tristan Stubbs, Mustafa number three. It's going to be fun to see him as well, like what he managed to do. Uh,
Ibrahim, you can watch Alex Hills is batting right now. So if you want to see cricket, you can turn it on. Trent Rockets are playing London Spirit, and Alex Hills whacking it 45-26. So while the rain is happening in the West Indies, you can please join London and watch the Nottingham, to be specific, and you can watch the Trent Rockets versus the London Spirit.
yeah, that's going well. Joe Root is there as well, right?
Bro,
Uh,
even Vince is having a very good 100. He can put his name in the hat, huh, for the England team. Like he's been pretty good. They have so many options, man. In opening, Alex Hales, आपके Vince, फिर Phil Salt, Josh Butler, Johnny Bairstow. भाई बहुत बैटिंग है इन लोग के पास एंड ये पूरे ओपनर्स बोल रहा हूँ मैं दे हैव लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस ये डकेट क्रॉली कितने ही प्लेयर हैं उन लोगों के पास जो ओपन करते हैं बैटिंग
Ben Stokes भी खेलने वाला है इसमें तो let's see what that as well. Like there are a lot of people.
Stokes, he was there, right? Yesterday, was it? It's already six past 6th August. He was there, right, in the Northern Chargers match. Yeah, he was giving an interview. I saw, but I don't know if he played that, but
Yeah,
he's
did
there. He's back.
signed for Pal Royals. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Super Giants.
Oh, Danish Karthik, कौन Dinesh Karthik?
Dinesh Karthik, DK is going to play for Pal Royals. Kane Williamson is
That's
going to
amazing, man.
play for Giants as well. That's there. Like a
Who?
lot. Kane Williamson. He's also going to play.
Oh, these are good moves. Butler नहीं खेल रहा शायद.
Butler भी I think है if I'm not wrong. है शायद
Some England player opted out of SC T20. I think from the Pal Royals only.
Because I did read some reports, but I didn't read the caption on it. I just saw Butler's photo on that.
Yeah, there was someone from the Pal Royals who are not playing, so maybe that's why they've signed DK and
Yeah, so maybe it is Butler because wicket keeper भी जरूरी है ना.
yeah, Dinesh Karthik. That'll be good, man. That'll be some fun.
ठीक है देखेंगे क्या करता हूँ मैं in this.
DK 98 for two.
Gonna play for the Power Royals and yeah, Ben Stokes maybe to MI Cape Town, right? Like that's also one thing that's happening.
Oh, that's crazy signing.
Yeah, so we
Big
have
names coming in.
big names coming. That's what we were saying. Like IPL influenced tournaments, usually they do have a possibility. And like Chennai Super Kings also looking to invest in the WPL, right? Women's Premier League में Chennai भी देख रही to put up a team. So
That's a
let's
good shout. हाँ, Allah अच्छी fan following है हम लोग के पास. So I think that's a good shout.
yeah, Butler is not playing because of international commitments. Yeah, that's there, right? Like the Champions Trophy and India England also is around that time, so maybe he's trying to opt out for that. But
Yeah, January.
yeah, maybe wraps up things today. Pakistan also announced a test squad Mustafa against Bangladesh.
Mm.
Muhammad Ali returning after domestic season so successful, and yeah, Naseem Shah there, Shine is there, Babar's there, Ahmad Shahzad. if I'm not wrong, a few
Huh?
others. Yeah, I
Ahmad
think
Shahzad is there?
Abdullah.
What?
No, 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 not Ahmed Shah, sorry, Abdullah Shafiq. Yeah.
Man, bro, what the hell? You scared the hell out of me, man.
Abdullah Shafiq, Abdullah Shafiq. Uh,
अहमद शहजाद कहाँ से आ गया?
दिमाग में उसका वो वीडियो चल रहा था ना, जो आउट हुआ देखो फार्म हाउस पे, तो वो दिमाग में चल रहा था।
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, उसको कैसा ले लिए टीम में?
आमिर जमाल, आगा सलमान, अब्दुल्ला शफीक, सब शकील है, लाइक पूरे नाम ऐसे थे।
Amir Jamal is depending on some injury, right? He has some injury, I think.
Injury है, and yeah, for Kamran Gulam is also there. So yeah, I mean there's Babar and Rizwan, Saim Ayub, Sarfaraz is back, Sharf is there.
Sarfaraz is back. That's good, man. Sarfaraz. Did you see KKR, RR, CSK, MI, and average 0.6 retention plus two uncapped players making eight retentions? Yeah, because they have good squads. They have like a team which they've already developed, and they want to retain the core, and then after that add to it, like add new players. So they're not against new players, but they don't want to let go of the players they have. Whereas the likes of Punjab, RCB, if maybe even Lucknow to that matter, that these guys want more retentions because उन लोग के पास है नहीं वो squad. Not sorry, they want less retentions because they don't have the squad. Like RCB want more players in the auction, Punjab want more players in the auction, and that is why they are asking for less retentions. Whereas these teams जो आप mention करे इब्राहिम भाई, उसमें already आपके पास solid squads है, so they want to maintain that core and then just add to it.
Yeah.
So it all depends. It's a matter of perspective. It depends on which camp you're in, which team you're in, what type of squad you have, right? If Fez has like world class players in his team and they've won like 3 4 championships, he'll want that team to retain that team. For example, KKR. Why would you want to sell all your players? Whereas if I'm Punjab, I'll want players. I want to bring Kohli into my team, Rohit Sharma into my team. At least I want to have that possibility. So that is why I think these arguments are happening and these statements are being made.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, everybody's going to look at their preference, and kind of unanimous decision ban jata among certain franchise. Certain franchise won't agree. Like there's one team that's against the impactful. Other players might, other squads might like it because of what options they have. So it's obviously going to be pick and choose depending upon which agenda they're discussing. And I mean, everybody's right. BCCI has to come up with now. I think in another. They said a week. I think it's already been a week. 31st July को था meeting, but अब 7th August हो गया, अभी कुछ update. Maybe tomorrow or Monday is when you will probably find an update from the BCCI about the IPL and what changes you might see and
या
what.
आपको आप खबर आएंगे बिकॉज अब थोड़ा ब्रेक है 3 हफ्ते का तो आपको ये आईपीएल का भी खबर आएगा देयर विल बी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी का भी खबर आएगा देयर विल बी थिंग्स दैट वी विल गेट
आएगा आपको ACC के प्रेसिडेंसी का भी आएगा, ICC प्रेसिडेंसी का भी, so a lot of be coming.
You
Uh,
get all news now in the next 2 3 weeks. India is not playing, so you'll have a lot of these things rising up because there has to be some talking point somewhere. तो कुछ ना कुछ निकलेगा, I'm sure, in the next few days.
Musa is last bit, like thing before we leave, like
Yes.
about Kuldeep Yadav, man, like this guy 3.3 economy consistently throughout 3.6 hours unka. The way he's performed, like two to five wickets and like but under three, man, everything's been under four throughout. So his contribution.
Incredible, man. He's been India's best spinner in the world. He's the best spinner in the world right now, and he's India's best spinner. Been outstanding. Up देखो economy wise, but also he's a wicket taker today. Also, he picked up a couple of wickets. We saw in the T20 World Cup the way he bowled aggressive intent, and all three formats he's been really good. One days, T20s, even Test matches. आप लेके देख लो उनके बांग्लादेश में कोई याद है 5 लिए थे. So overall, he's been outstanding. I think Kuldeep Bhai has been incredible, and hopefully he continues this form going into the Champions Trophy because a leg spinner I feel is very important, especially in the white ball format. And I think he'll have a vital role to play, especially ये beach overs रहते हैं नहीं like 25 से लेके 40 तक तो वहाँ पे आपको wickets लेना जरूरी है and if he can pick up 2 to 4 wickets it just changes the whole game and yeah so wishing him all the best for the future games too and hopefully he can continue this form. He's been outstanding.
100%. I think just important to call out that because like he's going. I mean, it doesn't look like gets much appreciation that he deserves, right? Like from his contributions in the T20 World Cup, also a couple of games, nikale literally for us in semi-final against Pakistan. So many games like he, man, not Pakistan, like semi-final, and after that, I think Australia as well. Like the way he's been bowling, and today like three ODIs, se dekh rahe hain under four, and he's just troubled everybody with his spin. Now, you could say condition spinner friendly the, but again वैसा situation में holding your line and troubling batsmen is again an art, right? So that's what it is. I think yeah, that pretty much wraps things up. Thank you everybody for joining us, Ibrahim Bhai, Zahid and Ayan and all of those guys who joined us. Rajesh bhai, thank you so much everybody for joining us. We will be continuing our content. Football के बारे में भी शुरू करने वाले Premier League and any other thing else we can find. There is Mirabai channel, I think, event going on right now जो आप देख सकते हैं. Then tomorrow is hockey at 5:30 India Spain. Sorry जर्मनी हो गया स्पेन for the bronze medal. So वहाँ एक उम्मीद है और फिर 11:55 पे आपका नीरज चोपड़ा का the one which the whole nation will be watching eagerly. Hopefully, we can do a watch along if we have time. So
I hopefully I get to see you tomorrow with two medals, man. Otherwise,
I तो
tomorrow it's gonna be a sad stream again, huh?
जाके खेल के मेडल लेना मैं अब.
No, hopefully कल जब हम स्ट्रीम करेंगे इंडिया के पास दो मेडल रहेंगे and hopefully it's a good day because it's been a heartbreak. My last 3 days so it's been very difficult.
Yeah, hope
As a fan, man. Anybody, I mean, हम लोग तो भाई कुछ भी like नहीं कर रहे उन लोग बेचारे जो athletes इतना effort लगा रहे I feel bad for them, bro. They put in like 100%.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like again, up you just sleep it off, shake it off, and क्या ही बोल सकते हैं. British पृथ्वी शॉ छोड़ तो भाई छोड़ तो like leave पृथ्वी शॉ. Ibrahim, I don't trust this guy. Like, whoa, he hit a 275, 175 also before coming to the IPL. It was his return.
He hit even last year in county cricket. He hit 100, right?
मारा ना 175 कुछ या कुछ 200 कुछ मारा था.
वो इंग्लैंड में ही था, right?
इंग्लैंड में ही था वो. So I don't trust this guy at all now. Like it's just yeah 11:55 Indian time. Ibrahim bhai, that is when your
We'll catch you for that. But come on, go throw the javelin, baby. Throw the javelin.
everybody just joining us. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe button, and keep following Chasing the Target. And hopefully, we're back with Indian cricket within a month, but we'll be back soon with different sports and Olympic news on this channel. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Mustafa, and have a good
Thank
night.
you.